I recently visited Briskets BBQ Shack and Grill in Oviedo Florida. Let's see what they have to offer. Hey Bob, how you doing?
Good, how's it going, man?
I'm doing great.
Good.
So just tell me about your business.
Well, of course, Briskets BBQ. And we decided to name it after our #1 meat, brisket. A little quick background, I grew up in the restaurant industry. My grandfather came from Italy, Ellis Island, way back in the day. And he had a bakery, called it Liberty Bakery. And that did great. My dad and his 5 brothers got into the food business and had a bakery, had some restaurants. And so when I was a kid, I grew up in that industry. But back then, everything was homemade. We just cook with wood, fire, smoke, and meat. We have a process I call smoke render tender. That's how we smoke all of our meats. Our brisket, we only use prime grade brisket. And our brisket, we smoke anywhere from about 20 to 30 hours. It's not smoking the whole time, we do wrap it. But the whole process, just depending on a lot of elements from how big the brisket is, the weather, temperatures, all kinds of things, how the fire is going. Pulled pork, we pull right off the bone. Like we don't pre-shred it and put it somewhere and pull it out. We like it to be the freshest that we can. And about 6 years, maybe 7 years ago, I started a food trailer. We started with a tent and a pop-up smoker, tent. And we do things at different events along the side of the road. And then we got a food trailer, which I built myself. I thought it'd take a month. It took like 6 to build it. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a long process.
It is.
Sure, yeah.
And then we did that. We became pretty popular and went really well. And this place became available a couple of years ago. And so we thought, you know what? Let's do this. And we don't have to drive it home every night. As you can see, the building's not very big. It's not much bigger than a food trailer. It's actually 300 square feet total. So, it's a challenge to work in there every day, but you know what? The challenge is met every day. We put out a lot of food. We feed everybody that comes here. We do catering, and a lot happens. So it's been quite a journey. And, the biggest thing is we thank the Lord that He's opened up the door to do this. Primitive type or old-fashioned type cooking. And I don't think that there's anything more primitive than fire and a hunk of meat.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's always been, the #1 thing that I always enjoyed. Another thing too, just real quick, we have an amazing team of people that work here. Very dedicated, hardworking, and this is extremely hard work. I mean, it's physical work, a lot of work, and a lot of hours, and everybody in here loves what they do, and they put a lot of passion into it. So I'm really thankful for our team. If it wasn't for our team, we wouldn't be sitting here talking.
Yeah, because you talked about how long the brisket takes.
Yeah.
You can't do that by yourself.
No.
I mean, I'm sure for maybe like a short time period, maybe.
Right.
But you're gonna burn yourself out.
Oh no, that's completely impossible.
Yeah.
It takes a real team.
Correct.
And we really love our team. We appreciate them. They're great people, and we're real happy with it. But you were asking me about Texas.
Yeah.
So I've been to Texas. Like I've been to Franklin's Barbecue. I waited 2.5, 3 hours in line in a big rainstorm over there.
Yeah.
It was delicious, well worth the wait. I recommend everybody going. But there's something about the different regions around the country,
Correct.
not just Texas, like Carolina barbecue. We serve some Carolina style, Kansas City style, Memphis style. So, basically it's still the wood fire smoking meat. Just how many different ways can you do it? We're not a sauce company. Now, I have a lot of homemade sauces, and but I only use just one homemade mild sauce here. And that's because you could go anywhere basically and get 5, 10, 3, 4 different sauces, hot, spicy, whatever it is. But we just have one basic homemade mild, and we do that because we complement the meat with the sauce.
Correct.
We want you to leave here with something a little different than you leave at some other places perhaps. And the taste of the meat. We put a lot of work into the meat, so it would be kind of a shame to put all that work in the meat and bury it in sauce, and you don't even know what the meat tastes like. You might as well put tofu in it. Yeah, we do some Tex-Mex things here. We have street tacos, we have a brisket taco. really good. We also do a Philly cheesesteak style hoagie on the grill, but we use brisket, our smoked turkey, and pulled pork, and then we put provolone cheese on and everything. It's pretty popular. It's really good. And we're also working on making our own homemade brisket hot dogs.
Okay.
And we're going to serve a whole line of hot dogs, like a Texas hot dog, a New York hot dog, a Chicago dog, but it's all made with brisket, our brisket. There's no fillers, no preservatives, none of that stuff. It's all fresh. And well, the menu is very interesting. When we first opened, we were open 3 days a week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 11 a.m. until about 3 or when we sold out. And we had just a few items, and that worked out well. But it's good to sell out, but really it's not. Because if you want to get some barbecue and you drive 20 minutes to come over here, you park, you get out of the car, you come in there, oh, we're sold out. I mean, as someone that serves the public, we're not doing a good job if we're sold out. Now, once in a while, that's going to happen. You can't do anything about it. Sometimes on Saturdays or holidays, it's like an ant farm here, just a ton of people. But so with that said, we decided, well, let's try to make sure we can service everybody that comes in. So we started staying open later, and we added some more things to the menu as well. We do a thing called a Mac Bowl, which is a 32-ounce round container, microwavable, although there's no microwaves in here. We never use a microwave, but you can reheat it at home. So we do that. We put our homemade cheese sauce on it. We use Tillamook cheese, which is amazing. And we fill it up with mac. You can put brisket or any meat you want on it. Any sides you can put on it too. And then we expanded to gravy bowls. We put loaded mashed potatoes in a bowl, that same round bowl, and we have smoked meatloaf now. And you put that on there with some gravy and a vegetable. It's delicious. People love it. You can put brisket on there, whatever meat you want. So the hot dogs we're bringing in, we started doing smoked hamburgers made out of beef rib, brisket, and chuck. And those things were amazing. And doing some more Tex-Mex things. So we're expanding our menu to meet the needs of our community. You know, our customers are really like family. We have some people that come here that have been here from the first day we opened our doors. And, you know, everybody loves barbecue, but we want to have some other things available for them too. So more of a community-minded menu, you know, keeping our customer first in mind. It's really night and day from a food trailer model to a brick and mortar model. It's completely different. But it makes it work. A lot of praying, a lot of hard work, but it makes it work. It makes it stable for the business and all the people that work here. There's quite a bit of people that work here. You know, they're able to earn income, to pay their bills, do things they want to do. We work at paying a little higher than normal wage. Just because, you know, people need to earn money, but at the same time we balance it so we can keep our prices down on our food. By the way, we use a very, very, very thin margin. We're not into just raising prices and make a lot of money. No, we're into serving our community as something affordable and providing a place for people to work and bring home an income that can help them with their goals in their life. So the brick and mortar thing offers that to people. Stability for us as a company and stability for the community.
What do you attribute some of the successes to?
Well, number one is to the Lord opening up the ability and the possibility of doing this. For me and my family, and I have a partner, Brad, that's the number one. So here's something, if you looked at the building, when we first started here, it wasn't like this. It was a yellow color, and the previous person had some orange flames or something on the bottom. There wasn't any sidewalks, wasn't any areas like this. So I thought it would take about a month to remodel, but it took like 5 months. My wife and I, we did it ourselves. And we had it painted and redid the inside, put some sidewalk in, some more grass. We put that area in over there, picnic tables, etc. And it's been good. So now we'll go inside, see what's going on. Hey guys. So here we are inside. When we first came in here, it wasn't like this at all. None of this flooring, the walls, the ceiling. So we just redid everything. We put some commercial equipment in here. It took a while. There was a lot to do. But as you can see, as Eric is over here trimming up some brisket now, or actually cutting it for an order, we cut everything right in front of you when the customer comes in. He can watch you cut your food, and you can see how fresh that looks. Nice and hot, super tender. Some homemade sides. We just started the gravy bowls I was telling you about. You could do loaded mashed potatoes down there, or rice and gravy, whatever you like. The mac bowls, you use these bowls here. It's a lot of food. Some people eat half for lunch, half for dinner, or use it over 2 days, or it's a great little snack. And then homemade jalapeno poppers, which are amazing. The banana pudding. My wife is an amazing baker, and she has homemade pies and everything she serves, so they're just amazing. Jennifer here is putting together some southern coleslaw for people right now, and doing a great job. And then Raquel back there working our small little prep area, and she does all this volume in that little prep area. She does amazing every day. So basically, it's like working in a submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over here, we have a little wash station. Neat little thing. It's outside, gets a little weather, but
Yep.
That's how it is. Here's one of our smokers. We have 4 smokers. We have 3 at another location. We just have so much volume, we can't do everything here on one smoker. And we use this smoker in the morning. We do chicken and jalapeno poppers and our handmade sausage. And so, but the other ones are at another location around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wood.
We use red oak.
Red oak.
Yeah, over here, red oak, you can always get, but red oak, there's white oak, different types of oaks. But red oak works the best for us. Has a good cold base, a good flavor, and works great.
Any issues with the supply? You had the same supply
No.
this whole time, or
No.
did you
Same
have trouble
supplier.
finding one, or?
Yeah, it took a while
Okay.
because a lot of people, they just didn't have the right product. So we
Okay.
get it from a guy named Ron in DeLand, and he does amazing. He's very consistent. All the wood is always just how it should be. And there's a lot to the fire in a smoker.
Yes.
The type of wood, how you burn the wood, what type of smoke you want, what type of smoke you don't want, where you place the fire in relation to the chamber of the smoker and all that stuff. It all makes a big difference.
Yep. And how well it's seasoned, so that's why it's
Yeah, yeah.
important to have a good wood supply.
Yeah, you can't use, like, you don't want to use stuff that's, week old. Never want to use that. It'll put a creosote smell into the
Explain
food.
why you don't want to use a wood that's a week old.
Well, first of all, it's filled with liquid, and most of that liquid is creosote, and that puts off a bad odor. That'll ruin your food every time. But you want to use stuff that's about 9 months seasoned. There's also kiln dried, which is okay, but that one will put out a little more black smoke. This is Florida. We have love bugs. They come and visit. So about 8 months or so.
The Kingford is a lot of the stuff that you find in the store.
Yeah.
Whereas
Right.
if you have a good wood supply, you'll be able to get a nice seasoned.
No, this is air dried,
Yeah.
out there covered up for 8 or 9 months, or even a year. We've used stuff that are 18 months old. That's a little too old, but it still works.
Bob, I appreciate the time today. Is there
Gary,
anything I
thank you
missed?
so much, brother.
Is there anything that you wanted to add that maybe I didn't ask, or?
No, I think we covered it pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Hey, I really appreciate you coming by. God bless you.
So I'm here at Briskets BBQ Shack and Grill. As you guys know, I just had that interview with Bob, and gonna try out this plate. Got the roasted corn. I got the roasted corn, jalapeno poppers, brisket, pulled pork, chicken, and potato salad. Let's start with the sides first. nice and creamy. Has a little dust of paprika on top, nice and smooth. Has a little sweetness to it. Very good potato salad. Try the fire roasted corn now. Corn is great. It has like a blistering to the corn of it. That's pretty cool. Here's the jalapeno popper. Very savory. Nice little back end with the black pepper. Melts in your mouth. So good. It's pulled pork. Pulled pork is very juicy, very flavorful. I didn't even put barbecue sauce on it. I'm a purist like that. Very good. Here's the brisket. Very tender. Has a strong smoke ring. The bark is nice and black. I can tell that they use a lot of black pepper in it. Very good. The last thing is the chicken. The chicken is nice and juicy. They put a little bit of that barbecue sauce on it. The skin is nice and bite through. It's not crispy. It's not like your oven type of style. It's nice and juicy. Nice to has a nice smoke flavor to it. Wonderful. Pickles. Just like the potato salad, has a little bit sweet. Just like the potato salad, has a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's nice and refreshing because of all the meats between jalapeno popper, the brisket, pulled pork, and the chicken. That's a lot of meat, but the pickle is nice and refreshing. Brisket BBQ Shack and Grill in Oviedo, Florida. Look at the menu. Serving your community. Go there and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Comment below. Like and subscribe if you want more content like this. Where do you want me to try next in the Central Florida area? Thank you.